Hello, gals and guys. It's your host, Phil Larson, and this is your Motivational High Five. On character. Let's do this. Welcome to this super simple, super short podcast. I hope that you find some pieces of wisdom that are useful in your current situation where you are at in your life right now. I'm not going to tell you what to do. I'm not going to tell you how to live your life, but I'm sharing with you things that I'm learning in my life, and guests are coming on and sharing things that they're learning in their life right now. And I hope that you can take something out of what's said and apply it to your life. But not everything is going to apply. So just take what you need and discard the rest. Hop on to thestoryshop.tv/podcast to learn more about this podcast and get involved by signing up in the Internal Motivators community email list. And guess what? We are about to launch the online community where you will find like-minded people who want to connect and offer words of encouragement in what they're learning in their life right now. And hopefully you can form new connections with people that can just be helpful to you. The other side of it is, if you want to be a part of this community, you have to show up and be a part of the healthy synergy of the community. I've already reached out to some of you and there's some excitement. And some of you have lately really shared with me very vulnerable parts of your story. And we've joined each other. I'm really excited what this can mean for all of us. And it's got to start small. It's got to grow organically, much like this podcast. Because when things grow organically, they feel a lot more authentic and less fabricated. And so after a year of this podcast being live, I feel like there's enough organic energy from people committed to what this podcast is all about and finally launch this thing. InternalMotivators.com is launching soon. Stay tuned. And now for your motivational high five on character. Much of my life, and still, I find myself, I've been too concerned with how others view me. And so I become over-concerned with the actions I have taken or will take. And so thus I become concerned with the reactions of others to my actions. And this distracts me from focusing on myself and the work I am doing on my character. I get too focused on how others who actually don't know my character and don't know me very well and how they make decisions about who I am to themselves. I care too much of their perception of me, which is actually based on inexperience with me, and it's uninformed. And when I focus on this, it is unproductive to my character development because I'm focused on something else, a different thing that isn't character. It's reputation. And we can get them confused. And we could become too concerned with our reputation, which focuses on matters of outward appearances, where character focuses on matters of the heart. And I'm going through this right now. Really am. And I've had to give up a little bit of control because I have no control over others' thoughts and perceptions of me. I don't have control over my reputation. I do have control over my character. And what I mean by I am working through this in my life right now, well, over the last couple of months or so, we've been having some conversations about moving. My wife got pursued for new employment, and it's a really great opportunity. An opportunity that would be hugely beneficial to the development of her character. The thing is, I've fallen in love with Anderson, Indiana, where we live. And I've fallen in love with it because I've been able to be here long enough and meet the people to see the inner workings of it and the hurt and the neediness of this community. And for a long time, people asked me why I live there. And I said, I choose to be here. And so I thought I had something to offer Anderson. And what I found out is Anderson had so much to offer me. And it's a place I grew and have developed into an adult. It's the only place I've lived as an adult. And what I'm afraid of upon leaving are the people who are here who understand the needy community and say, oh, there's another one that has given up, that doesn't have what it takes, that doesn't believe in it anymore, that doesn't want a better future. No, they've determined that there's something bigger and better they need to go for. And that is just not true. And those are concerns of my reputation. No, I love this community. I love Anderson, Indiana. And we are choosing to move 45 minutes south to Indianapolis. Sometimes these things just don't make a ton of sense. You know, there's a lot of community, a lot of loved ones here, a lot of people who have built into the development of our character and us to theirs as well. I'm also working with the city of Anderson to bring a disc golf course here, which we will see through. And it would be right near my house. And my family has contributed money to name it as a memorial after my grandparents. I love this town, but I can't be concerned with what others think. And while voicing that I was concerned to some close people, my friend Mike, who knows me very well, he said, hey, when or if we ever hear those things, then that's good because we get to tell them the story of who you are. The who, that's character. Check out this quote by William Hersey Davis. Reputation is what you have when you come to a new community. Character is what you have when you go away. And though you may leave, character is the thing that hangs around and tells the accurate, true story of who you are. Here we are at the end of this episode, and at the end we choose to tell ourselves a positive narrative. When I get wrapped up in my reputation, I get wrapped up in the fear of the negative things people might say about me. But when I focus on character, I can focus on the proper steps I need to take to improve my own mental and emotional health. And the way we do that is we tell ourselves a positive story, a positive narrative. And we trust the science of neuroplasticity, and we look at ourselves in a mirror and we say a positive thing, a positive affirmation. And today's is this. Today, I focus on my character as the thing I can control that leaves my truest legacy. And friends, you can extend a little grace to yourself if you get wrapped up in your reputation and in too much of what people think of you. Because the intention is good. You want your heart to be best represented to everyone. But everyone has their own perception of you, no matter how right or how wrong, and we have no control over that. And separating yourself from that, there's a lot of freedom. You know who you are, and those you care about the most know who you are. Try to find solace there, because if people really care about you, they will do the work it takes to know your character. Getting wrapped up in those who don't want to do the work only distracts us and takes us down an unhealthy mental path. You don't need that. That's a decision you have to make for yourself. It starts with you.